What's up guys, this is Storm and welcome to a very interesting video. We are probably a couple of days in the month of January of 2026, and I believe 2026 is going to be an amazing year for gamers. In comparison to 2025, we had a couple of good games in that year too. We have Monster Hunter Wild, Death Stranding 2, Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Ghost of Yotai. We had some pretty good games of 2025. But I think the games that we know of as of right now will definitely outdo 2026. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the games that I'm mostly looking forward to as of right now. As we get further into 2026, my list could probably change, honestly. But as of right now, for the games that we know of, I have a list of games that I'm mostly looking forward to that you would see at some point on the channel in some shape or form. Note, how I'm going to be rating these games is my least most anticipated to my highest most anticipated. And we're going to start off with the first game, which is my least most anticipated game of 2026. And the game that's coming at number 8 is Grand Theft Auto 6 that releases on November 19. And I probably would get some flag for people saying this is my least anticipated game. But honestly, I play Grand Theft Auto games. I'm not like a truly diehard when it comes to Rockstar games, honestly. And what they show for GTA 6 is like the game looks truly amazing if this is truly like the in-game engine, but they haven't shown much of anything. We haven't gotten a new trailer. We haven't seen gameplay of it yet. Of course, they will probably argue some parts of this is probably like in-game cutscene, probably some aspects that it is gameplay and stuff. It just, my hype for it is not as high compared to others, especially the 2 delays that it went through. I believe it's 2 because it was set to come out. Yeah, at first when it got the release date, it was set to come out in May of last year, I believe. No, it was supposed to be May of this year. Then it got delayed again to November. So it just, in my opinion, I just like the 2 delays kind of probably killed some hype for some people. Of course, some people are still truly excited for it, and when Rockstar believe the game is ready, it will be ready to play. Just for me, I wasn't even going crazy for GTA 6 when it comes to hype from the start. It just, now I could always wait. I'm definitely gonna still get the game, but I'm still like dancing if I still want it day one or not. But we'll see how I feel about it when we get closer to the launch of it, if it's still gonna hit that November 19 release date. Coming at number 7 is Pragmata, that's set to release on April 24th of 2026. This game has been a long waited game to come out ever since it was shown off during the PS5 showcase since 2020. And looking at some of the gameplay of the game, it definitely looked very interesting. The reason why this comes at number 7 is definitely a game that I normally don't really play, but the story of it and how the combat works definitely had me curious to see, will this game be something I would like to play, especially when I'm trying to expand the usual games I play. So with that being said, Pragmata comes in at number 7, and I can't wait to see what more this game has to offer. I did heard that they are planning some type of demo for the consoles. So if the demo does come out and I get my hands on it and I do try it out and I like it, this is definitely gonna be a buy for me. Number 6 is Suros that is set to release on April 30th of 2026. This is the next game that comes from Housemarque after their game Returnal, which honestly I did have some fun time playing it, even though there was a little bit of hiccups here and there when it first came out. The reason why this comes at number 6 because I'm normally not into roguelike type of games, but my first time trying it out with Returnal, it definitely was a fun experience. And Suros looks like it's gonna be the exact kind of experience, but even better, especially with a actual cast of characters and a potentially good story. And I believe that was the problem I had with Returnal. Like, if it had a good, decent story that I was able to understand, I think I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more. So, from the gameplay and trailers that we've seen from Soros, it looks like it's definitely going to be that way, with the fun aspect of Returnal with overall better story. So, I can't wait to try it out when it comes out. I'm definitely going to have to struggle balancing Pragmata in this game, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Coming at number 5 is 007 First Light that is set to release on May 27th of 2026. 13 days after my birthday. But anyway, 007 First Light looks like a very interesting game. Now, I'll say this. I was never a fan of the studio doing the Agent 47 Hitman games because I'm not one who likes to play stealth. Like, I don't like being forced to play stealth, so I tend to avoid those type of games. But the reason why I'm giving 007 First Light the number 5 spot, because what I know of from the movies of me growing up watching James Bond, from my grandfather old movies that he has of it, like Goldfinger, Spectre from the latest James Bond movies, all that jazz. Even the one with Die Another Day. There are a couple I'm just forgetting their names, but anyway, besides that, there was always a spy aspect to those games. But at the same time, when it comes to James Bond as a character, he always go for the quiet approach or just go all out. And that's why I don't mind having to do stealth. I just want to have the option if it's necessary for me to go loud without having to suffer like game over consequences because I did this. So I'm kind of hoping 007 First Light is like that. And I'm willing to give the game a chance, honestly. From the gameplay that they showed, they did show some stealth aspects, and they actually showed things just went crazy, explosions everywhere, taking out thugs with guns and hand-to-hand combat, and the whole driving car chase. All that is cool and what I expect from a James Bond type of game. So, I'll be there on May 27th to try out 007 First Light. And I'm hoping they get my hope up that it will turn out to be a really good game. Even if I pay for it, I'll still play it regardless. The number 4 spot goes to Crimson Desert that releases on March 19 of 2026. Alright, this game has been going through multiple delays and works over the times when we first reveal of it. And even though it went through all of that, each time they showed off, it definitely started looking a whole lot more better. The first time we seen it, oh my god, that frame rate. But from the gameplays that we seen and stuff, I think Pearl Abyss have truly done it. I think they finally got this game in a way good spot that players will hopefully enjoy. And the gameplay of this thing is crazy. Like freaking doing the RKO on enemies and stuff, different boss fight. Like this game is so crazy. I don't even know what the hell is going on half the time. But that gameplay, it looks truly fun. Like dragon riding against a mechanical dragon, having freaking mechs, having different mounts and stuff, exploring this large world. Like it really piqued my interest of an adventure. So I'm just really hoping it stay true of what they envision, and hopefully I won't regret my purchase when it comes out on March 19th. Fingers crossed though. Coming at number 3 is Tides of Annihilation that is set to release sometime in 2026. And I know what you're thinking, why do I have a game that doesn't have a definitive date but is set to release in 2026? Like I said, these are a list of games I'm looking forward to 2026. So, like I said, my list could change as we get further to 2026. So if this game so happens doesn't make it the 2026 launch year, then it is what it is. But anyway, Tides of Annihilation, when this game first got revealed and they showed that 11 to 12 minute gameplay, everybody was shocked how it looked and played. It kind of give off a Devil May Cry feel, especially how the game plays and stuff. You play as a character named Gwendolyn who has the power to summon the Knights of the Round Table. And to be honest, that just sounds freaking cool. Like, come on now. Like, they show off boss battles and stuff. Granted, some of the latest gameplay that they show it, the frame rate is a little bit choppy. It is a little bit choppy when it comes to the frame rate. But these boss battles, oh my gosh, they look sick as hell. And I can't wait to get my hands on it to learn more of this story. They definitely have made some changes from the first time it got revealed when it comes to the HUD and stuff. But overall, I'm truly excited to get my hands on Tides of Annihilation. I'm hoping they're using this time to get this game ready and to polish it the best way it could be, to have a truly amazing experience when it comes to us gamers. Coming at number 2 is Phantom Blade Zero that releases on September 9th of 2026. Now, this game, I've been keeping an eye on this since it first got released. Like, come on, when this first showed this off, of course, I can understand people was skeptical about the gameplay, thinking you can't do all of that, what they was shown. But after numerous gameplay releases, people who actually got to hands-on experience with the game, and this game is shaping up to be an amazing, like wuxia. What kind of genre to try to do, like a wuxia combat game, but it was like a steampunk kung fu, like, and they actually use actual martial artists for the mocap for this game. Like, oh my gosh, this game looking fire, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. My only problem is they said this game was going to have multiplayer co-op and stuff for you and a friend to go through dungeons and stuff. and we have yet to see how that looks. So I'm a little bit nervous. Did they scrap that idea, or is that still a thing? I'm kind of hoping it is still a thing. If it's not, I'm not gonna be too upset about that. But it would definitely would have been fun to play with a friend with this. You guys using different weapons and stuff to fight off enemies, going through dungeons, doing martial arts. Like, oh man, I can't wait for Phantom Blade Zero to come out, and this is definitely a day one game for me. And we have reached the end. My most anticipated game for 2026 is Marvel Wolverine, that is set to release on fall 2026. This should not be a surprise to anybody, especially Insomniac is my top 5 favorite game studio. How they did the Ratchet and Clank games, Marvel Spider-Man, I don't care what anybody say. They have their opinion for Spider-Man 2, but you cannot change how I felt about that game, and that game was amazing. And I believe Marvel Wolverine is going to be the exact same way. Amazing, but setting the bar high. Especially with the mature rating, with the slashing, the stabbing, the blood, the cutting off limbs. Like, this is what a Wolverine game is. I'm happy that Insomniac is doing it. We already got Omega Red, Mystique, Sentinels, and possibly future characters that we have yet to see. Especially when Insomniac have said that they are having another event that they will show off Marvel Wolverine sometime during the spring. And there's a rumor of it coming out either September or October. So with that being said, what do you guys think? Did any of my game choices have is on your list? Or what's your most anticipated games that you have for 2026? Let me know in the comments. This is Storm, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.